Don't let the music industry fool you. I feel as an innovator and a pioneer of Southern music, it is my duty to inform my fellow musicians about some of the hardships of the music industry. You never know what the fight feels like until you step in the ring. My family consists of many musicians. Some succeeded, and some music dreams came to a halt due to parental responsibilities. The most famous relative I have is Terry Ellis, who sung with the legendary group In Vogue. As a child, I was able to attend concerts at the Summit, which was the arena the Houston Rockets played in. Now it's the church of Pastor Joel Osteen. When everybody hero was Superman and Batman, mine was Black Sheep, Diggable Planets, Far Side, Ice-T, Ice Cube, Bone Thugs, Tupac, Biggie, Bone Thugs, Ball and MJG, UGK, Criss Cross, MC Hammer, Wu-Tang Clan, Bruce Lee, Bo Jackson, Huey P. Newton, MLK, Malcolm X, Michael Jordan, and DJ Screw, just to name a few. These artists were like reporters of reality that I could relate to. Don't be quick to sign on the dotted line without understanding every single word. Never jump the gun, no matter how desperate you are. Don't be naive. Be overprepared. I want you to ingest and digest this information thoroughly and pass it on to a friend or even an enemy. What matters to me is what kind of legacy I leave behind and what type of energy did I put out into the universe. I say, I did a damn good job with my life because I now have your full, undivided attention. Enjoy. Chapter 1. Dream big in school. We all had dreams of being the options our schools influenced us to be, such as a lawyer, doctor, nurse, firefighter, army, and an athlete. At first, I considered the Army because my grandfather, Robert E. Harris Sr., was a paratrooper in the U.S. Army. My childhood, I was around guns, knives, and all kinds of weapons. Some of my family members were Black Panthers, and some were involved in gangs. I was your typical kid, okay? Let me stop lying. I was a genius. I played the drums and piano. At the age of 3, I attended River Oaks Elementary Vanguard program. I was a Boy Scout, and I played basketball, baseball, and football. I took Taekwondo for 6 years. I had my first job. At the age of 8, I used to mow lawns with a group of older cats. I formed my own rap group at the age of 9. We were called Two Kronk, which later turned into HSE Hustlers, Stacking Ends. The reason I enlightened you about all of the different environments I grew up around is to show you the options I had to choose from. I used to hear some kids say the reason they became failures is because their parents were on drugs or just not lenient parents. That's a bunch of BS. I have close friends who had parents on drugs and they still became successful. So, what's your excuse? Dream big. Chapter 2. Make it a reality. After performing at a dozen of family reunions, I was doing rap and making beats as a hobby. I was so committed to sports, I barely slept. I played all 3 sports year-round, which took a toll on me. I hurt my knee in football, so I abandoned that dream. Houston, Texas, has an average of 98 degrees on a daily basis. So imagine playing center field in the hot, scorching, humid heat. I quickly lost interest in baseball due to the heat, and simply because no one ever hit the ball that far, we had a pitcher with a mean curveball. I began to flirt more with the girls, and I transformed into a young Casanova. Now I'm super cool like the phones on Happy Days. I was into designer clothes such as Armani, Versace, Polo, Tommy Hilfiger, Guess, Gucci, Louis, Duckhead, Nautica, and the list goes on. I was too cool to play in the sun. I kept playing basketball because that was my favorite sport. And on top of that, you get to play in a gymnasium with air conditioning. I played point guard for Fondren Middle School, where I won the free throw champ and the 3-point contest 3 years in a row. At the time of me pursuing rap, there was a local group from my neighborhood called the Botany Boys. They were my role models for many years. I mean, who doesn't want to drive Lexus or Suburban on 20-inch blades like C Note had? I was influenced that without going to college, you could still obtain the things in life you wanted. So while other kids were maturing at a slow rate, I was aging as if I was a 40-year-old man. I remember the Jordan 11 coming out with the red suede on the toe and on the side like yesterday. My grandpa took me to the legendary store I helped make a famous active athlete on Cullen. I wore a size 8.5 or a 9, depending on what brand of shoe it was. But the catch was, if you wore a 9, your shoes had suede on them. And if you were smaller than a size 9, your shoe had leather on it. My grandpa refused to pay $150 for some tennis shoes. He would always tell me how, back in his days, shoes only cost $25. I used to tell him, "This is not back then, Papa." That's what I called him. That was the day. I said to myself I would no longer ask anybody for anything. Anything. I resorted to being in the streets hustling, trying to provide fun for the lifestyle my grandparents had me accustomed to. I needed not just 3 polo shirts. I needed every color, every boots, and every hat, need I say more. I had an appetite for the finer things, and I knew basketball would provide me those things. At the time, I entered talent shows and freestyle battles all around the city of Houston. I won every single show I entered with standing ovations. I went to Kinko's and made my own flyers, posters, and other promotional materials I needed. I contacted disc makers and pressed up 300 copies of a single called "Duh Hood." I started hanging with the Botany Boys more frequently, which got me more notoriety and opportunities. I appeared on DJ Screw Tapes and got crowned the freestyle king of the Screwed Up Clique. So I took rap more serious and stopped playing basketball my senior year at Worthing High School. It wasn't until C Note came and picked me up from my grandparents' house to collab on his single "Diamonds All in Your Face" that I would record my first radio hit to be played around the world. I had been in and out of studios all my life, but I was extremely nervous as I was writing my verse. I usually take 5 minutes to write a verse, but that particular moment I spent 30 minutes critiquing and perfecting my timing. 1 month later, C Note's song "Diamonds All in Your Face" featuring me, aka Lil Flip, was in full rotation on 97.9 The Box. I went from being Lil Flip that destroyed other Houston rappers in freestyle battles to being respected as a hit songwriter. C Note gave me a vinyl copy of the single "Diamonds All in Your Face," and I spray painted it gold. I let it dry, then I took a thumbtack and put it on my wall in my room at my grandparents' house. I looked at it and said, "One day I'm going to get a real gold album. Dream big." 3 years later, I earned a real gold plaque for my album Underground Legend. 2 weeks after that, Underground Legend was certified platinum. At this present time, my record sales are at 23 million sold worldwide, along with 13 million ringtone sales. I will forever have royalties coming in, whether it's a penny or a grand. It's not what you make. It's what you do with it when you get it. The only person that can stop you is you. I hope you pay close attention to the insight I'm about to bestow on you. Keep your bookmark and your Starbucks cup near. Chapter 3.
Clover G La Familia, baby. Bitch, I'm the shit, I'm the man. Stun on you niggas to show who I am. Look at the wrist, you know I ain't playing. I do what I'm. Yeah, so you watching, man. A day in the life of the freestyle king. Yup. Rest in peace to cousin Faye. You know, king life, we all about family. Family first. Man, I do what I want, you do what you can. Bitch, I'm the shit, I'm the man. Stun on you niggas to show who I am. Look at the wrist, you know I ain't playing. I do what I want, you do what you can. I put the Mac 10 to your vertebrae. I'm in the clover moving 10 birds a day. I put me some acting, I lay back. My wrist kinda rocky like ASAP. They know my hood wild, they copied our style. My partner screw gone and I hate that. But I'm a today, you might get some Princess tomorrow, they might get some Papa Do's Sunday. Yeah, bitch, I'm the shit, I'm the man. Stun on you niggas to show who I am. Look at the wrist, and you know I ain't playing. I do what I want, and you do what you can. Give me wet, I turned into a gremlin, and I'm coming with all of my shooters. Oh my 30s and 40s and chop the wrist, and you know I ain't playing. I do what I want, and you do what you can. Yeah, we back in the studio. This like my dojo. Matter of fact, this is my dojo. That's Freon Icy Cole. That's Habit. He cold at them beats. Let's work. How we do it, man? I'm the king at stacking these gems by scraping these factory rims. It's a buckshot right in your head if you think about snatching my gems. You ain't from Texas, then you ain't screwed up. Ladies and gentlemen, Jay Percy taught me to. Yeah, I mix my own shit. I mix my own shit. Artists, you need to learn how to mix your own shit. Spectacular shot.
Sometimes you gotta give more for you to take them out.
I'm the shit, I'm the man. Stun on you niggas to show who I am. Look at the wrist, you know I ain't playing. I do what I want, you do what you can. Bitch, I'm the shit, I'm the man. Stun on you niggas to show who I am. Look at the wrist, you know I ain't playing. I do what I want, you do what you can. Bitch, I'm the shit, I'm the man.
That's
Stun
smart.
on you niggas to show who
I
I
just bet. Thank you, man. You
Bitch, you know I ain't playing. I do what I want, you do what you can. Bitch, I'm the shit, I'm the man. Stun on you niggas to show who I am. You know I ain't playing. I do what I want, you do what you can. Bitch, I'm the shit, I'm the man. Stun on you niggas to show who I am. Look at the wrist, you know I ain't playing. You know I ain't playing. Do what I want, you do what you can. Bitch, I'm the shit, I'm the man. Stun on you niggas to show who I am. Look at the wrist, you know I ain't playing. I do what I want, you do what you can. I put the Mac 10 to your vertebrae. I'm in the clover moving 10 birds a day. Then Jarvo pulled up in this slab. Whoa. I'm faded off of these lower tabs. Sometimes I do my splatters like this too, like when the paint get low. A lot of people do they splatter paint, taking the paint and just doing that. Sometimes I wait till it get low. They know my hood wild, they copy that. Yo, I got Pablo. What up, what up? What it is? Pablo squad. I'm a living legend like Kobe. I'm the shit, I'm the man. Maybe put them all around your house and you can maneuver through your house like a ninja. You did? Also, this t-shirt actually is one of my paintings. You know, we taking some of my art and we putting them on t-shirts. Like even with my new album, I'm painting 10 pair of Air Force Ones. Some of them will have slogans and song titles and quotes of lyrics that's on this new album. And then, you know, we go auction them away. And then I'm gonna paint some paintings as well. So we're gonna have the deluxe version, we're gonna have the King-like version. We're gonna have different bundles where you can buy the album and get the t-shirt, or get a painting, or get a wristband, or get a hat. It's gonna be different bundles, you know what I'm saying? Some $50 ones, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500,000. Like I just want my fans to be able to experience listening to my music, watching the documentary, watching my videos. I'm doing a King Life movie. We shoot videos, share every song on the album. We're putting it all together like a movie. You know what I mean? And you can get art to put on your wall, or you can buy art to put on your chest. So we just showing them, man. Art over drugs movie. Flip Gates. Don't forget the dollar sign. And I am the president. King Life. TJ Jerry.
This is what my brain ain't a goddamn thing say.